Boom.
Yo, what's up? This is Splendid Radio on PharcydeTV with my co-host Jeremy Scipio.
What's going on, people?
And special guest, Kariminal.
What's up, y'all? What it do?
Oh man, glad to have you back, man. We
Yes, sir.
You know what I'm saying? Better the second time around, man. We gonna make it crack.
You know we gonna get it right.
Yeah, Karim was my boy, man. I just want to say real quick, man. Like he supports me like through and through, man. He's like one of my guardian angels. Like he just pop up whenever he there. I just always feel like I got heavy support. Sometimes because I don't be feeling. Sometimes I'm doing shows, I don't be feeling like 100. But when he there, like it'll be like, okay, it's going down, man. So I appreciate having you, dog.
That's what's up, bro. And thank you for inviting me, man. Cause you gotta laugh, man. And when we met, when we was working, man, y'all ass was funny. That's why I asked y'all, like, man, you a comedian and stuff. I'm like, man, I'm like, shit, he busted too many jokes, like naturally. So,
Oh yeah. He with me, it's a two-sided coin. One, it's three sides really, because one, he has an intelligent level of comedy that make me think more than I want to think, and then I got to double back and come around, and it's comedy, but like, damn, okay, he said that. And then on the flip side, he just got this candid way, man, of speaking, where like, man, you know what I'm saying? I was told I go hard on him. Jeremy will go hard on him, but then he'll come with the facts to back it up, which will really have you like, okay.
No, Jay go in. He go hard. That's I call him the Black Jerry Seinfeld. You feel me?
Yeah.
Because I watch that shit. I don't know. Motherfuckers be like, "What's that?" And I'm like, man, y'all just don't even know. You know what I'm saying? So when I got around Jay, was like, man, this dude, he articulate, but the way he makes shit funny, it's like, I fuck with him though, man. I fuck with him.
Yeah, no, intelligent comedy for real.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Intelligent, like you kind of forget about that. Like in this genre of today, in comedians, whatever, a lot of comedians are like, okay, they just gonna hella roast, like, it's just different levels of it. Some are just hell of a just roast, which one thing that I give, because Jeremy's kind of pulled me into the comedy community where I will watch some live comedy. And the one thing Jeremy's not, which is dope, he's not a bully. You know what I'm saying? Because dude, a lot of good comedians, they can destroy people, man. Like it ain't even no competition. And I've seen comedians get them. And I'm just like, oh man, they just riding the pedestrian, not the pedestrian, but the civilian. You know what I'm saying?
Oh man, they get murdered, especially in the front, all that shit. Or if you laughing too hard, or if you know what I'm saying, like just get murdered. So I mean, it's a hard job, man, but you gotta eat them up.
Yeah.
Dope. So tell me this, man. When was the first time you heard hip hop, and what was the song?
Shit. Well, my mom and dad bought my brother that Double Dutch Bus record.
Okay.
Old school dude, and we had the little Fisher Price things, and my mom and them had the component set with all the records.
Yeah.
And my brother didn't really fuck with that record because the Tom Tom Club was out. You feel me? So we used to do the Smurf to that shit and all, the dance. Like we had older cats who and my babysitters, female, they was teenagers, so I was around a gang of females who was playing all that shit.
Okay.
So but the Double Dutch Bus, and my brother, because he played the drums naturally. Him and my cousin, they got natural talents, and but I would take the record and scratch it on that, our little play as turntable.
Mm-hmm.
And I play that shit, and I used to just hear the beat to it, even though that shit was corny, but it had it sounded like kid shit, because it had kids in it. So that's one of the first records that I heard as damn near a toddler before hip hop even really came out. But then when let me say Rakim really put me on though when he came, because like almost every other MC, but I was enticed by the first my name close to Rakim is Kariminal.
Yeah.
Feel me? So, and he was speaking out of turn, like hard shit. They was hood. They was really gangsters though. You feel me? But, and I ain't gonna say, I don't know if his life was a gangster, but whatever, who he was around, them niggas is real niggas, but they was spitting some conscious shit though. You see? And they had the gold chains on, everything, but it wasn't like no clown shit. You feel me? Because to me, rappers was, that's clown shit sometimes. Like back in the day, it was like, Rakim, he got in my ear after Double Dutch Bust. And we heard the Sugar Hill Gangs, the Melly Males, and the, Furious Fives and all them. Got taught about the message. But I didn't fuck with rap until really like Rakim and them hit the scene.
Rakim paid in full, yeah.
Because the beats and all that shit, even though BDP and all that shit, but Rakim was one of my main influences first on hip hop. Deeply rooted. Besides, not saying the East Coast thing, because I got the West Coast artists, Dr. Dre and Eazy-E and all them, and Ice Cube. You feel what I'm saying? So that's part of my influence too, listening to Egyptian Lover and all that shit at the skating ring when nigga only 12 years old back in the 80s. You feel me? So, nigga was embedded in hip hop though. But yeah, the Double Dutch Bust, and I ain't gonna give that the credit. I ain't gonna diss it. Like that's what made me rap. But I got that record and my brother didn't pay attention to it, and I heard it, then I eventually threw it away. And Tom Tom Club came and shit was starting to get hard, Parliament and all that shit. So
funny you say that, because the keyboard player Bernie Worrell, he played the keys and synthesizers with the Talking Heads, and he played the keys and synthesizers for the Tom Tom Club. So
okay,
it had that thing on it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You just didn't know
that street shit that you can walk to that became crip walks and all kind of dances, and you know what I'm saying, because it had that
bounce.
That bounce to it. That was cool. Like don't you what, you know what I'm saying? It took you from, I love soul music and all that stuff, because all the greats, the funks, I listen to funk mixes all the time, like music like from when I was born in the 70s and all, to get an ear back, like damn, they even made shit better than niggas was doing now.
Yeah, real quick, I don't know if you know about it or not, and I'm jumping over, but I gotta throw it in because you mentioned it. Have you heard Melly Mel on his current rant?
No, but I seen something on the internet where I seen he was saying something.
Yeah.
But I watched his interviews a few while back, because I was like, man, let me check Melly Mel out, because I see he got that power mix to get buff. You feel me?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, but I heard he had a rant, but I don't really dig into too much what's going on, because I've been busy a lot, so I ain't really peeped in,
Yeah, Jeremy was ready. I can tell by the way Jeremy.
So like what happened? I mean, all the last thing I know was I seen a picture with Melly Mel with what's the little girl, Ice Spice, and shout out to Crazy Legs from RSC, the break dancer. And I just seen that the Bronx got behind a young artist and was like, fuck that. Yeah. We still hip hop from back then to today.
Yeah, I think every few years you get rappers kind of acting out just to get some attention.
What he do?
Just want to. I think you talking about the Eminem thing, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, he just pretty much said he don't feel like Eminem deserves to be the reason why Eminem is considered one of the greatest rappers ever is simply because he's white. I wish people like Melly Mel actually had like a higher, more respect in hip hop just in general. You know, the man's 61. I totally respect him, but it's just like he's just a part of our history at this point. You know what I mean? Like the same with like what's his name? Dang, who was doing not Eric Sermon? Who was most beautifulest thing in this world?
Oh, Keith Murray.
That's my he gone too far, man. He was
going on rants. Hey, watch. Hey, that's folks though. He crazy though. Yeah, like we really fuck with Keith Murray. Like he from when rest in peace, my cousin Tommy Gunn, my brother, rapping partner. They was part of the Death Squad, the West Coast Death Squad.
Hey, Death Squad. That's
and and Keith, we still talk to this day and all, but that nigga been wild forever. So it's whoever just now seeing this shit because it's the internet, that ain't nothing new. You see what I'm saying? But he is one of the best MCs that came out in hip hop, and he'll challenge you on the spot. But I mean, he wild out though.
Yeah, but that's kind of what I'm saying. Where you get to a certain age, you're part of history. We're gonna respect what you say, but that's not the end all be all. You know what I'm saying? It's just like your grandpa talking. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not trying to be funny. I'm just saying that you just show respect because there's wisdom there, but it don't have no effect on anything like directly. You know what I'm saying? Like, cause I like his stories. I like Keith Murray's stories. I think we should just show respect. That don't mean, oh no, Melly Mel said Eminem ain't the greatest. That means we gotta stop buying Eminem. Don't listen to it. Like, what you gonna do? You just listen. Go. That's right, Grandpa.
It's like shit. Who can't, man? Eminem can rap. What the fuck?
Yeah.
He can rap. Yeah. He know how to fucking rap.
Yeah. That's fact. Like okay, you could appreciate this, Kariminal. So my theory is that Dr. Dre takes battle rappers and he teaches them how to make songs, like with structure. You know what I'm saying? Like spitting fire, hooks, spitting fire, and then with him being a perfectionist and everything, he just has a formula that he could work these certain artists through. Like Kendrick's a battle rapper. Like he takes these dudes and he more than just a beat, but he teaches them something. But man, when Melly Mel said that Eminem was where he was at only because he was white, even I had to sit back and say, like, but he's pretty good, man. You can't take away that he's good.
Why is he the only one? We ain't shouting out the Beastie Boys.
It ain't like it ain't like white rappers and white people just be like, oh, Eminem is the greatest rapper. They don't be, they know who the greatest in hip hop, but they got one. I mean, it's like the Beastie Boys. Them niggas was hard.
Hey, I say this. How many people were running around with perms? Well, you can't say that because I wasn't there, but I know that Eminem influenced a middle American culture. He influenced the whole world, but I'll say he took the middle America and made them rise up. You know what I'm saying? To where like the fan base that he stirred up was a fan base that I didn't even know existed. You know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, when he became popular, I got that everybody was kind of into him, but that kind of like, dude, you gotta understand, Eminem came from where Dilla came from. Like
yeah, he from Detroit, man. What the
hell of
fuck?
a hood, hell of a hard. You know what I'm saying?
Man, the Midwest breed entertainers, man. They don't give a fuck. They go at it. They'll be broke out there on the street, singing shit, rapping shit, doing all that shit. Don't look at Motown. Wasn't they out there doo-wopping on the corner and shit to try to get a deal up in the house? It's in they shit. So, I mean, to me, he ain't a problem to me unless he get out of line and say some old shit, but he been already in the door with the greats, with the streets. The streets already fuck with him.
He put 50 on, man. Like people always say Dr. Dre, but he was on Eminem's label. Under Dr. Dre. You know what I'm saying?
And you gotta understand this. Dre know what he doing because he still got to keep his foot in the door on the underground. So what you gonna go do? He gonna go get a dude who be rapping and he white and he know how to rap and make songs and make comical shit to where it's go marketable, but then turn around and jump on a song with some of your greatest artists. Snoop, everybody like that. And he go through his rants. I mean, who don't? Every artist be on they shit who be at the top. When they wow, this rap shit, wow, man. You feel me? Unless you
I was gonna say sorry about that. I was gonna say, man, you know, one thing Brown mentions a lot that I have, like it's just like a conversation that we have or something that he says to me that kind of like it comes in and brings me to focus. He's like, man, you know, when people have a lot of money and they have the mechanics behind them, you could say one thing, not having any money and not having any mechanics, but who are you to say something about somebody that has money and has mechanics? Because, man, if you had the money and mechanics, who know? If you think that somebody's taking it too far, that let's just say they have, you know, popularity and money and just all this stuff. If you ever think they're taking it too far, you just got to look at it and just say, like, man, if you had half of that, would you be equal to or greater than? You know what I'm saying? So I say that with Eminem, we heard a lot about his personal life and just stuff being hella wild. But dude, he was the white rapper that just came up out of, you know, Detroit, Michigan and freaking became a multi-millionaire and just really, he took some stuff over, man. He definitely had a reign, man, where it was just like, he wasn't missing, man.
I think people were honest.
And then he signed all his homies. Proof, Strength, all them niggas. He signed all black niggas. He signed all black niggas.
Yeah, that's his crew. They put him
with and 50 Cent.
Yeah. And Obi Trice too. That's his crew.
So I'm saying it's like, I mean, I don't know because I don't really have too much opinion on that. He is who he is until I meet him and feel something else with him. Like, okay, well, if he was acting that way in real life, acted like, you know, and I'm like, oh, who you think you is? You trying to rap in our shit, even though you may be good, but he already okay. So not like that valid him or anything because he okay from some industry or certain cosigns, but he know how to rap.
Yeah, that's fact.
Yeah, Eminem's ties to the black culture, no matter how dope or great of a rapper he was, is not what made him the superstar that he was. What made Eminem a superstar was literally that trend that was going on in the 90s of pop. It was the Britney Spears, the Backstreet Boys, Christina Aguilera, NSYNC. That's the 98 Degrees. Those guys, that pop, Hanson. It was so popular to have those blonde-haired, blue-eyed white people singing and dancing. And here come Eminem on the tail end of that, dissing all of that. But by him dissing it, it put him, like, if you like this, you also like that. So you almost got it as a package of entertainment. And this is news articles. This is, you know what I mean, every day talking about like literally all the negative stuff that you would hear said about your favorite artist, Eminem was saying it. And that's what made him this mega popular guy. And then when you bought the album, he's saying even weirder stuff that, whether we want to admit it or not, Black people just weren't saying, because we got sense.
I mean,
we got sense. We ain't crazy and nasty.
We not gonna say that. You know how crazy white boys are.
Yeah.
So he was the first troll, man. So, he was really good at it.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, but then his first song on that he had vinyl was "I Don't Give a Fuck." Yeah. I just don't give a fuck. You feel me? That's what got him signed. So that attitude just gets you where you going, because no matter what's gonna happen, you gotta keep going. And I don't know. I mean, yeah, he white, that played a part, but he know how to rap.
Yeah, you can't debate the rap, and that's part. And I saw, like I said this a million times.
That's all we give a fuck about. If you know how to rap, if you gonna be claiming you a rapper,
yeah.
That's what the whole cake is. If you can rap, because hip hop was just blacks, because they had that shit about a year or two ago. Hip hop, you wouldn't have hip hop if you didn't have blacks, Puerto Ricans, and white boys.
Yeah.
The white boys had the equipment that they daddies had. You feel me?
And our Semitic brethren.
Puerto Ricans
our Semites
is black niggas and not using the race, but we black. We can say that. You see what I'm saying? So it was, and you know, we got Mexicans and Chicanos over here in LA with the they was even in the pop and shit. You gotta look at Radiotron and all that shit, man. So I mean, hip hop, it don't matter who came in it. It was just like, damn, a white boy came. But Dr. Dre signed him because Dr. Dre know what to do. It's like rap was going into niggas going to jail, where niggas is at going right now, been killing and shit. So they had to shift it somewhere else to make you laugh or make you be like, because you know, white boy, the whites look at him like he white trash. You feel me?
Yeah.
So he's speaking up for that era. Like, look, they treating us like shit.
Yeah.
But then he go on his other shit with his girlfriend, all that, and whatever he owned. That's what that man going through. But no matter the fact, he can rap. He got hits that we all like. Meaning, not saying somebody was like, it ain't like niggas roll through the hood bumping them shit, but he got a cut that if it came on, it'll still roll in your shit if you wasn't really paying attention to it.
Right.
Unless you got a real deep feeling like, oh, I ain't listening to this white boy shit. Let me turn this shit off. You ain't been around no money.
Right.
Because people know it is levels of this and that. But if you really been around people and really got to know them, then that's why they there.
So a little bit more about you. Talk about where you're from, bro.
Shit, I'm from right here in the district, Crenshaw district, out the avenues, right here in South Central Los Angeles.
Real quick, man. Ooh, got a call yesterday. My uncle passed away at 90 years old, man.
Sorry to hear that. And he lived a long life.
Shout out to my Uncle Jack, man. Jack's Chili Factory. You know what I'm saying? Many hot dogs was and tamales was eating up off that. Matter of fact, it was in Minister Society. It sure was. They had it in Minister Society, and Earl's from Earl's Hot Dogs had rented out his restaurant for a while. And before Earl's ended up posting up where it's at now, he was running it up out of it. But nah, my uncle was a G, man.
Rest in peace to Unc, man. Rest in peace to Unc, man.
Yeah, man.
To your family, man. Prayers to you and your family, man.
No, thank you. He lived a full life, man. He definitely lived a full life, but had a dope chili recipe too that I tried to wiggle up out of it many times with the entrepreneurial spirit. Yeah, he wasn't messing with me, man.
He got it around there somewhere. One of your aunts or somebody go pull it up.
I know, right?
His kids don't even know. You know what I'm saying? We all done tried to come. We all done worked up there a little bit. We all done came together and tried. Yeah, he didn't let nobody come in when he did that.
All right. Well, rest in peace, Ankh, man.
Yes, sir. So, what's your favorite other genre of music other than hip hop?
Shit, old school classics. Lately, I've been listening to Lonnie Liston.
Lonnie Liston.
Yeah. Smith.
Hey man, Kariminal is culture, man. Don't let the smooth taste fool you, man. He know a little something. I had to I thought he was way younger than he is, not to be all like that. And I saw his Gangster Boo shirt on, and I was like, "What do you know about Gangster Boo?" And he's like, "Nah, man, that was my homegirl." I was like, "All right, man. Rest in peace, Gangster Boo."
Yeah, rest in peace, Boo, man. Yeah, man.
Yeah,
he was on my last album. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Tell us a little bit about your album you got coming out.
Well, I ain't really got an album that I really pushing to everybody that I'm a market, but I got some projects that I'm doing. I got this one album. I missed Black History Month, but it's called 14.1%. And that's an album because I don't think a lot of Blacks know that's our percentage right here in the United States, like 14.1%, you know? And we here, and it may be exaggerated, but if we could tell where we mostly at. So I got an album that just really, speak up on a couple of things, like when the COVID happened, and like 5-6 little songs that spitting some shit. Got my homie Mr. CR, my homie Dirty Salo from New York on it, to spit like on we got some militant songs too though. You feel me?
All right.
To me, it feel like a Tupac album, Strapped or Tupacalypse now, not a whole album, but it's in that range just to, keep niggas on their toes. You see what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So it's just me putting the album out, showing my my security for my folks. That's all. And people, how to, gotta watch their back on how this shit going and knowing how to move. That's all. And then I got a single coming out with Razzcast.
Okay.
Now that might be hot right there because we got like a cool little cut right there that I produced. So I said, let me go on and grab the homie Raz up, because I've been seeing him at a couple of underground events that I've been at. And I was like, who can I get on this song right here? And I was like, let me reach out to him, hit him up. He said, yeah, so it was a go. So, dropping this song called Shit A Go, meaning, when motherfuckers get it twisted, shit a go. You know what I'm saying? So he kind of introduced me into the rap world from his, he already got a resume. You see what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So he was able to, he slid in a dope ass good verse to introduce me to the golden era of rap. So I'm dropping it, getting some promotional items together right now, and trying to see where I'm gonna spend the money to market the record and just see what it do, man. And I feel good. I got one in hip hop, like in that, the real hip hop shit, because they call me Kariminal with style. It ain't like I be trying to hop around different styles and shit, but I know how to make hip hop. I know how to make West Coast shit. And, I used to be down south, so I know what trap shit is about. So I'm kind of a blend of that whole type of sound, But if I got a project that's named a specific title, the music could sound like that.
Mm-hmm.
Man, an older cat that's been spitting some stuff, and it's been a little controversial, but he's been on point with a little bit of it though. Maybe more than a little bit, but I'm just gonna say he's been on point. Oh man, Big Gip from Goody Mob.
Mm.
Let me tell you.
Yeah.
Let me tell
I
you
met
something, man.
Big Gip good. Yeah, I met him before. He be with bro. He be with the bro Big Hump. Yeah, I met him before. He it's I haven't heard a lot of his stuff yet, but I mean shit. Gotta keep going, gotta keep gassing. Look at E40, look at Too Short. Them niggas got 3,000 records.
But he was
on iTunes.
But what he said that made sense was he was like, okay, everybody focused on Andre, but he was like, dude, Big Boy wasn't no joke either. Big Boy was coming with them songs too, and he was like, it was the two of them that was coming that was coming with the cuts, and it was just like he was just like, you know, Andre 3000. He's one of those people that gets bored easily. Like his attention's like he's not gonna do something just to do it, and if he's not feeling challenged and it's not interesting to him, he just ain't there. You know what I'm saying? But Big Boy, I had a little debate with somebody when their dual album came out, and I'm gonna listen to that this weekend. I'm gonna listen to the album this weekend, both sides.
Speaker box?
Yep.
Okay.
Yep. And then what was Big Boy's album called?
Well, no, Big Boy's is called Speaker Box, and Andre's 2000 called Love Below. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Unless you're talking about the other albums, because you know.
No. That's the album. Okay. That's the album. And it was, man, that album changed hip hop.
That's one of the highest selling albums of all time.
That album definitely changed hip hop because it was like, you really, to me, I wasn't a super Andre 3000 fan, but I felt like, and this could be off, my ears could have been hearing something crazy or whatever, but I feel like the song She's Always in My Lap, it reminded me a lot of Prince's song She's Always in My Hair. And it wasn't really like a hip hop song, but it was dope. And it was like
I mean, like Andre 3000, he was one of my favorite new rappers from Atlanta back. Even when I lived down there, they record was out. AT Aliens was out. And like his flow was dope, but I guess once he got with Badu, he meditated and went on, just went into artist shit, man. So that I ain't never really heard them records because I only followed them from when they were together. But I know of them records, and I know of both of their expertise. Like Big Boy, just he a player. He from the deep south.
Yeah.
You know, Andre up there in Atlanta to where everybody's smart, black colleges and all that shit. Not to say deep down south ain't smart, but I'm saying everything is up there. So he tired of that shit. You feel me? And I guess being with, Miss Badu, and I'm not speaking on their relationship, but everybody just know that's who he got with, and the music changed.
Yeah, music changed, outfits changed. I mean, he's a spiritual brother. You know what I mean?
I seen him one time out here on Melrose, and I was like, "What's up, Dre?" And he had on them pants with them stars and shit, and he was kind of looking kind of scared. And he said in his interviews when he was weary of people. So I didn't get mad that he didn't say "What's up" back, but I'm like, I was more like, my nigga, I'm from LA, my nigga, you need some backing, nigga, we right here. You feel me?
Yeah. No, hey, that's why I rock with you, man.
Man, I'm from all these streets, man. We know about Hollywood, all that. Not like I own the streets or nothing, but I'm from Los Angeles, so
I'm telling you, man. When a Karim pop up, man, it's like. I promise. I just feel better in general, man. He don't know. Y'all know I be going through it sometimes, but I be like, yo, I remember you popped up at the Improv, and Yeah, last time I confused the time we talked about it earlier though. You said last time I was I performed at the Improv. Well, not last time I performed. Last time I saw him, he popped up on me, and it was a show T.I. was on. T.I. was performing. And he said pretty much like I was trying to make it my goal to bury T.I. because he's been doing comedy lately. I was like, they threw me up. I was like, I don't want to be able to follow me. I want to make it hard on him. I crushed so hard. He up there like he's
Nah,
like
he gave it up to you though. He knew who was top dog in the house. You know what I'm saying?
That's dope.
I had to, man. Can't get started on by T.I., man. She just started doing comedy. Even his son was like, good.
No, you talk too proper, man. He ain't fucking with that.
But you know what? You know what though? He talked way more proper than me.
Yeah,
but
but all our old uncles down south talk. You talk with the, with the.
Nah, he reads a lot of books. You can tell.
No. T.I. He intelligent dude though, but I mean, I'm proud he got into something else and he got the balls to jump up there and do something. But you know, that's your house, man. You gotta run that shit how it go.
Yeah, but he been active.
You out here now. You live in LA, man. So you got to, you good. You at home.
Dude, at his I want to say it was for his birthday. I saw him at
oh, that's right. Yeah. I forgot about that.
Oh man. Whoever the dude is that he had with him, dude, he was very funny, man.
That's K-Dub, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah.
K-Dub.
Who you Jay? You had somebody with you?
No, he's talking about T.I. T.I. did a birthday at the he did a birthday comedy show at the Comedy Store, and of course he sold it out, but he had K-Dub.
Oh man,
was there? This comedian. He's hilarious. He opens for sorry, who's he open for? I can't remember right now, but he's a pretty big comic. He's pretty
funny. I'm gonna look out for him.
Yeah. He had people out in the audience admitting that they had caught venereal diseases and was really making jokes. And they were funny, man. They were really funny, man. Mm-hmm. I mean, and that's a comedian. He could just take some shit that's just like way, you know what I'm saying, way to the left, and he can reframe it in a way. And speaking on that, man. Now, so the recent comedy that's been going on. Did you see the recent Netflix whole little comedy situation? Kariminal?
No, I ain't been hip, man. I've been busy, bro. Like I don't know what's going on right now.
All right, good for you. I've been petty, trivial, Sunday, Netflix.
I mean, if it isn't a work of line for you to research and stuff, that's what you got to do, man. You know,
I wasn't researching. I was kicking it on a Sunday. I was kicking it on a Sunday, soaking up something, saying like, okay, man, I'm gonna watch this. I'm gonna watch this. But yeah, we'll get to that. That's coming up. So Marvel versus DC.
Shit, man, they messed up. Marvel, I can't tell which is which no more.
Yeah,
you feel me? Back then, you had the team. You had Superman. Like, let me see, Marvel. Man, that's a hard thing. Batman was my dude though. He was hard. Like I like the Batman, even though he ain't that hood, but he had the trinkets to get your ass.
I don't know if you've heard of making a Black Superman movie. It might be starring Michael B. Jordan.
I heard about that.
That might be good. I mean, shit, that's where they got the concept from. Shit.
Yeah, you know, so I'm gonna tell you something I didn't know until like it hasn't been 2 months that I've known this. Since we've been bringing up the comic book questions and all that kind of stuff, I did not know DC stood for Dark Comic.
I don't know if that's what that stands for.
Oh, okay. Well, I still don't know then. Okay.
I think it was. I thought DC stand for like Dick Clark or something.
Okay,
like,
I was just kidding.
Yeah, dark.
I was just kidding.
Now they have a dark comics branch, whatever, but I'm not sure if that's what DC means.
Dark comics.
Sorry, it means Detective Comics.
Oh, okay.
Detective Comics, and then it turned into something else.
Hey, Kariminal, you see what Jeremy did? He made me try to be smart for a hot second. It didn't work out too well for me.
No, bro, that's what this is for. We just look it up. I just look it up.
I was about to say it's Google, man. My business partner be like, man, Google that shit. I actually be like, Google it. You feel me?
Yeah, yeah.
But no lie, when I was a kid, I think somebody told me it was Dick Clark. No lie, he's like, oh, Dick Clark Comics.
No, Dick Clark got the American Bandstand.
Yeah, and I just worked the New Year's Rockin' Eve, so I know that.
He had the White Soul Train.
White Soul Train.
For real.
So who's your favorite superhero then?
Shit. My favorite superhero.
Yeah.
Shit. You mean as far as really like in comic wise? Shit like that?
Yeah.
I mean, shit. Wolverine was hard. Well, that's X-Men though.
No, that's a hero. Yeah.
And they ain't really a hero because everybody hero was Superman. You wish you could jump out the window and go get a bitch. Go holler at her. All that shit. It's like, man, Superman was hard. Spider-Man was cool, but nobody want to wear no tights. And the shit, Wolverine was hard because shit, he'll rip you with that hand. And I said Batman is Superman, but I ain't really into comics like that, man, or video games and shit like that, man.
No, Wolverine's a good answer because I can't think of anybody who ain't never just took their hands and put stuff in between them like this. Everybody's done that at least one time.
Right?
Like, there's not a person alive and he never did that. That's what made the character.
They got a self-defense tool. You know what I'm saying? Self-defense tool. There's not one person alive that seen that man and he never did this.
Now, the hero kind of like in that sense of entertainment was like Ultimate Warrior, rest in peace.
Whoa, we going there with it? Okay, let's go.
I'm just saying because I didn't really
Ultimate Warrior. That count?
I mean, it's in the entertainment of superhero shit and all that shit because in real life they getting killed.
Yeah.
Who's Ultimate Warrior?
How you don't know Ultimate Warrior from WWE?
Oh man, if you said now,
switch genres, man. You didn't even realize.
Yeah. If you said right now, I will pay you 2 years of house notes and car notes if you could name more than Hulk Hogan and Mr. T and The Rock.
You stop this madness. You can
I just found out about Ric Flair like in 2022.
Oh my God, how you just found out about
Look, with a gun in your head, you could name 5 wrestlers and you wouldn't even stop. I already know.
Man, Junkyard
you got Undertaker. Look,
Hulk
Undertaker.
Hogan.
He's a Hulk Hogan. You got Slap It to a Slim Jim. What's his name?
I can't hold
Macho Man, Randy Savage.
Andre the Giant.
Stone Cold Steve Austin.
Hacksaw Jim Duckett. The man.
Yokozuna.
Oh yeah, I seen the fight at the Forum with him and Hulk Hogan, the big fat African dude with the stomach.
Whoa, hold on.
It was a no holds barred.
Dog, you low key telling your age, bro. What? I don't care. You saw Yokozuna and Hulk Hogan?
Yeah. Ooh. I was little though.
That's
and seeing that shit.
Drop of the 80s.
They had cocaine flying everywhere.
I believe it. Hey man, I believe it.
You know the stuff. You know how when they do a trick, because that dude, his voodoo dude his referee used to have the powder so you could blow in somebody's face, the opponent face. And I seen that shit live. I'm like, man, these niggas on coke.
Nah.
Oh yeah. That's the only way they can take those hits and keep on moving.
Yeah, man. But no,
yeah.
that's really my superhero stuff. Now they making superheroes black. Like, what the fuck?
Yeah, they think that's what we want.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I mean, shit, you know, like that shit wasn't already happened, and they was really them. So
your most iconic moment.
My most iconic moment was,
or let's just say, you being in the room with what you felt to be royalty.
Well, I felt honored.
Nah, you wasn't like royalty. Like, okay, so for me, I'll say my most iconic moment was a concert that I was backstage kind of in the mix with, and it was Wu-Tang, De La Soul, Eric B. and Rakim were just some of the people that was on it. And for me to just like, man, it was so mad. I couldn't even take pictures. Like, it was just so massive. Not of the people that I probably would have wanted to take a picture of. It was, you know, man, that was, you can't get no more hip hop than that. Well, to me.
I mean, I ain't really had my iconic moment. I don't think I have some great moments. Just breathing is iconic. You feel me?
Yeah.
Like, cause shit, it's like, man, like all that other shit that go fast. But I didn't have so many iconic moments, like you said, backstage with artists that I seen growing up, and I'm knowing them now, and I know how to move in certain things, and like the stuff that I'm in right now, I see the biggest stars every day. Every day of when I go, and it's not like a some of them I get like, dang, this is whoopty whoop. Not like I was trying to, it just happened natural. But now that I see the other side, where it's so many, and tons of my friends are celebrities. And where I come from Menace to Society to, you know, Tyrant and all, like them as friends. Like, so them is iconic things to see where I come from be so iconic to other people. And I'm just a part of that. So I say that.
Meaning, I got another rest in peace, man. I used to hit up the little Jamaican store and restaurant over there close to 63rd in Crenshaw.
Yeah, they got them patties. They had them patties.
They closed down, man.
Yeah, I mean, you know, they come renovating all through the neighborhood, but you know, as our culture, we got to learn to build our places up too. So when they try to come, we like, our shit already look nice.
Yeah, yeah.
You see, like my cousin, my folks, Cobby Supreme on Crenshaw. Look at his building.
Okay.
Like the A&B store. Like, you know, rest in peace, Nip. Look at his store. It was starting to look nice to where you ain't coming through here making, like, we could take care of this shit.
Man.
You know? So, but unfortunately, you know, it's not too many Jamaicans where we're from over here. If it was New York, it probably would have been saved or something. Like they getting beat out by the Hispanics. So
I go to Aki Bamboo now over in Leimert Park.
Okay, yeah.
So I just hit that for the now. You know what I'm saying?
That's the village. That, like, I currently live in Leimert Park now. Like, I grew up in the avenues. Leimert Park to us was like damn near the suburbs.
Nah, Beverly Hills. That's like black. That's a lot of rich Black culture that's off in it. I know a couple actors that are real big actors that live over there. You'd be like,
no, a lot of them live over here. My mama had the first black nail shop over here in the Baldwin Village.
Okay.
My dad bought my mama had Lady B nails, because my mother did nails. You know, my mom did a gang of stars nails, Phyllis Hyman, Reverend J. Cleveland, Ronaldo Ray. Like, so I grew up seeing these people, you know, like with my mother being their manicurist. And now I'm older and I was growing, I could see them on TV like, oh, that's Mr. Wooty Woo Woo. That's Uncle Wooty Woo Woo. So, you know, but my mom had right there by the Crenshaw Square, she had her nail shop there too in the late 80s until she went into the home to do her nails, and she still did, you know, Stars Nails. So we've been a part of this, and I went to Audubon. So I always had to pass through Lemert, you know what I'm saying? And when Lemert used to be Hollywood, where my mama and all them went out to party. Shit, at the Total Experience, the Maverick Flat, like you went to Hollywood to do your shit, but you could come right here and ball out.
Yeah, they shot I know they shot a Dolomite movie in the Total Experience. You know,
they shoot everything over here, man. We influence the world. It's the last place on earth, my nigga. You can't. It ain't no more land. It's no more land. We the last people.
Preach it, brother. Preach it.
So you know we gotta. We beacon a lot of stuff, and I've been blessed to know. Like that's one thing I'm blessed about. I've known people who been great or so-called made it. Because anybody, if you making it, you made it. Now the other shit is just the icing on top of the cake. If people know your name and all that shit like that, but you know, I mean, it's. You know, we come from a place where that shit ain't, it matters, but it been dangled right in front of our face.
Yeah,
you know, and like, but we still survive though, because we influence the good and the bad to people, and not saying that we intentionally wanted to influence bad, but we do a lot of good. So that's why they look this way to us. So, you know what I'm saying? Because we know how to deal with everything. We the last people. With California, LA, just a young ass state. All that other shit old as fuck. So, you know.
I'll say I give a shout out to Dom Kennedy too.
Dom cool.
Because Dom, he very talented MC, but he wasn't gangster and he wasn't kind of underground. To me, him and Nip was doing so much stuff similar, but it was different. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, because one come from a street element and one come from the street culture, but per se, I ain't gonna say Dom wasn't in the street, but I knew Nip.
Yeah.
See what I'm saying? Like he come from where I come from. That's little bro. Like we so proud of him. He was a student that became the teacher. You know, so and Dom is cool too. My brother got a song with Dom. Whenever they drop it, I met that young brother and he cool, but like for him to rise up and do the cool shit, that's LA. We've been cool. He brought that shit back. Like the cool vibe. You feel me? Talking about the bad breezes up in the hills and how you dip around LA and shit. Cool shit. You feel me?
Yeah.
You know, and then Nip had to tell you I had to come from this, learn this, sculpture myself up, and okay, damn, now I got it. You feel me? To bam. Now I can come back and show people what to do, and can't nobody say no. That's how we get down over here. Meaning like thoughtful, thinking about our people and a community. to bring some through where somebody else can get on. But, you know, unfortunately, shit happens, and in every area, people be trying to do it. But I know for a fact where we from, they set a tone to let you know, yeah, you ain't got to be tripping and doing all that shit all the time.
Mm-hmm.
Be fresh. Like, I'm looking dusty right now. I need my hair braided and all, but usually we
Oh,
fresh.
dog, can't nobody say that.
I'm just saying, I ain't even tripping off of that, but I'm just saying I like to represent where I'm from the real way we are.
Mm-hmm.
And that's why we put on such influence to people, you know? Not to say other states and other cities don't. They all got their flavor too that we took from them too.
Mm-hmm.
But it's a fact. Here, a lot of shit go down.
Well, I'll say this, man. Some of my most memorable moments as a 16, 17 to 23, 24-year-old young man was spent hitting Venice Beach during the day on a Sunday, and then coming over to the Shaw after Venice, man, and just posting up until it got too thuggish and ruggish, man. Just hoping to, you know, exchange some phone numbers. You know what I'm saying? And
there you go. Get you some numbers and go back to where you're going. That's all. And dodge the bull if you can. You feel me? Try not to get jacked. Don't be flossing too hard. Holla at a breezy. Holla at a breezy and get on. I love the Shaw. We grew up with that. We used to walk. We used to walk to the Shaw before we got cars. I mean, we started getting cars at 16 and shit like that. But before that, shit, it was walk up there and shit. You know, do the thing. Like, we like, who this over here? Like, shit. You know, but it was the thing though. Like Venice Beach was too. Shit. That's where we could go walk the board, see some breezes, and go to the beach and shit. Come, and then that's what we did. Like, you went to Venice, from Venice, and then come to Crenshaw. I'm from Crenshaw, and we're not saying we just always go to the beach, but Venice Beach was the shit. My dad been taking me there since I was young.
Hey man, my most iconic moment on the Shaw, that fool Little Richard was in a limo and he went up 2 or 3 times. He went up the limo.
Nigga said Little
Richard. And he was older then. You know what I'm saying? He was older then, but the Shaw
that
was
nigga
powerful.
Like, woo.
The Shaw was powerful, man. The Shaw was powerful.
No, and I lived in the middle of it. You know how Dre say the sun went down when I hit Slauson on my way to the strip. Now that's where we at. Yeah. Meaning that's where we all grew up, from Lamert people and us in the avenues, because all we did was just walk up 48th or 52nd and we right on Crenshaw Boulevard. So we can be there to shit. I was out in that motherfucker to 5 o'clock in the morning when I was 15 years old. Met me an old breezy and all that shit.
Oh man, I was out by 9:30 or so, man. It really wasn't no late night kicking it like that at all. Like, no pieces or parts of that. You know what I'm saying?
mean, because I wouldn't either if you didn't live over here. You feel me? Shit.
That's funny.
But I mean, it was good times on the Shaw though. People came to dip, and girls, you know, and you know, it wasn't all that dangerous like that unless you got targeted or you were doing too much.
So real quick, because it's in a super hot topic, Smooch kind of referred to it earlier. First of all, I would like to get your raw opinions on the slap incident that happened at the Oscars last year, where Will Smith slapped Chris Rock. There's a follow-up question, but we need to get your original opinion first.
Shit, man, he told him to keep his wife's mouth out his name out of his mouth. That's it. That's all I can. I mean, Will from Philly, man. I think so. He's still like, all right. They think I'm fucked up. Watch, nigga. What? Okay. I'm already rich. Fuck them if they ban me.
Okay.
I mean, you know, he did his thing.
So we are officially at a year. I think it was a year from today, if I'm not mistaken. A year ago, a year had passed, and Chris Rock just released his special talking about the slap. Everybody speculated what Chris Rock's opinion was on the slap. I'm sure you didn't see the special, correct?
No, I didn't. I heard that he because some people, you know, Instagram clown like, oh, he now want to say something. That's all that I heard, and I was like, oh, he must have got somewhere he made a clip or a show addressing it. I don't know.
He had a set he'd been working on for over the last 2 years, really. And of course he had to dedicate some time to it. That's why everybody tuned in. I mean, the Netflix numbers were through the roof. They did a live presentation of it, and it technically was the biggest Netflix event thus far. It's kind of weird because, you know, Dave Chappelle did all these specials, and a bunch of other people did Netflix specials, but because of the whole Oscars thing, this was the biggest one. He talked about it for 10 minutes. He said some of the things that people have been saying, some of the stuff like, yo, Will Smith is obviously bigger than me. People saying why I didn't slap back. You know, he said because he was raised to not fight in front of white people.
Man, get the fuck out of here, man. like, what you doing? Hey, sorry, everybody. This is great. This nigga acting crazy right now. Like, man, what you doing, man? Damn. Wait till we go in the back, my nigga. You don't do stuff like that.
He also said that he said that you know, pretty much going back to what he feel like, because they haven't communicated this whole time. What he feel like was based
and that's sad, man.
Yeah.
That's sad.
Like, okay.
You know, that's sad to be, unless they had beef before, but y'all two rich niggas I mean, you know, I don't know. It's I mean, shit is what it is. They got to get it out what they got to get out, or it may be profitable because it's entertainment.
It's definitely profitable. Netflix, they're gonna let Chris Rock say whatever he wanted to say because, you know, they the ones making the most money at the end of the day off of the words that are being said. But basically, he said he was blaming. You talk about beef. This is what at least Chris Rock's opinion on where the beef stemmed from. During the 2016 Oscars, they had a protest basically because the Oscar nominees were all white, and Will Smith was up for concussion. Basically, and during that, Chris Rock, crossing the picket line, still showed up and hosted the Oscars. And Jada Pinkett was one of the first, the main people made a video saying, hey, look, we not gonna go. Chris, don't do it. Unless if you host this show, you're against black people. So his joke back to that was, how is she on a TV show? He said, me hosting the Oscars is like, he said, it's like me being invited. He said Jada Pinkett boycotting the Oscars is like me boycotting Rihanna's panties. I wasn't invited. Yeah. And then he also called the movie Concussion terrible. So
the movie that she was in, right?
Yeah. So Chris Rock followed up and said, he said, this is where I thought he went too far. He said nobody was picking on this bitch. he said
that nigga crazy too. Hey man, he the crazier you.
Me? What? Don't put me in that. Don't put me in it. Hey, bro, Will Smith touched me, man. I'm gonna have 5 U's ready. I'm gonna have 5. Yo,
you crazy.
Hey, he better not slap me in LA.
No, you good. No, but I'm saying Chris Rock is a damn fool too, though. He funny as fuck. He's still a nigga though. I just can't believe why he didn't pop it. I mean, I understand. You like, man, I ain't gonna hit you back, but he done walked 30 feet up to you. That done already said, what you mean? Nigga, I ain't gonna hit nothing back.
Nah,
he was walking up there like he was cutting what he thought he was coming to kiss him. He like, he walking up there real smooth. Yeah, what's up, my nigga? Mac. And he like, oh, ho, ho. Like, what you mean, oh, ho, ho? Nigga.
What you mean, oh, ho, ho?
Hold on. Sorry, Oscars, we got to go. Well, they should have been like, nigga, Oscar black anyway, nigga. Shit. Oscar Michelle. I don't want to say too much, but that's where I come from. Michelle, you or whoever. Michelle, you know?
Wrapping this part up. Now, the extra part is that Marlon Wayans released a special the same day as Chris Rock.
Them dudes is, oh man, that family, they funny, man.
Now, if you get a chance, watch Marlon Wayans special, because I'm not gonna tell you too much, but know that Marlon Wayans special was all about the Chris Rock Will Smith slap. The whole thing.
I thought I just heard him talking about people don't laugh at his movies too much and shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like he had an interview on something like that. And I was
he's hilarious, man. He's hilarious.
Yeah, I mean, they did what they do. They brothers and all. They try to send messages, and I mean, the other little shit they do, we don't fuck with that, but they who they is. They
but this is why I want to get your opinion on both of y'all opinion. Marlon Wayans released a special talking about the slap.
Okay.
Talking about Jada. He talks about Will Smith, and he talks about Chris Rock. He goes in.
Does he play the roles over?
He goes in on everybody, every element of it. He milks it dry. There's no thoughts that we can have in this moment.
A flabby tie. He left two flabby ties.
Man, it was dry. It was dry. But my question is this. This is the whole point of me saying all this the way I did. What do we do about Marlon? Because Chris Rock got a lot of ridicule. I mean, at this point, he talked worse about Jada Pinkett and Will Smith than Chris Rock did that night. So is this acceptable? Marlon Wayans, is this acceptable?
Them niggas, man, you know, they talk shit. They know the insides and outs.
Yeah.
They talk shit. Like shit. They look at his brother movies, all the funny shit that you think they not go tag on some shit like that. They waiting to make another I'm gonna get you sucker.
Yeah.
Shit.
But yeah, I highly suggest watching Marlon Wayans special, because it's a case study.
I check it out because you said it and you're a comedian, so I'm gonna check it out because you know it's and the boy K-Dub, you know, because I love to laugh, man.
K-Dub's a beast. But I just say, if you watch Marlon Wayans special, you realize that nobody can be mad at Chris anymore. You can't be mad at him.
But who is people really tripping on Chris?
Yes.
Yeah, they were.
I mean, because it's like I can see his stance. Like, no, man, I ain't go. You know, I see you backstage. You feel me?
He went a little too. He went. Okay, so this is the thing. I like Chris Rock, but I won't say I'm his biggest fan in the world. But his special was funny, but he kind of made me go, like, damn. He rolled Jada, man. He really. He called her a bitch like 4 times in a row.
Well, no, he didn't call her a bitch 4 times. He technically called Will Smith a bitch, but he was real creative about it.
Check
he did call her a bitch
bro.
one time.
Hey, bro, this is what I want to say. As us being black men, right? And they're successful, right? Are y'all talking on the level, meaning he just, without his own comedy special, went out of the element like this punk ass bitch and whoopty whoop, like he just got out of the show and was really on some.
He was making it more funny. It wasn't hateful what he was saying. It was funny, so but it was definitely disrespectful. It was definitely.
But you're right. You're absolutely right. You're absolutely right. But I think he set it up in the beginning, but it was a little cringy. He set it up in the beginning, but he said in the beginning, he said words hurt. He said words don't hurt. Words don't hurt. He said what I'm saying tonight is words. So I think that was the tongue-in-cheek part where he's just like, you can't do anything to me because what I'm saying is words. You actually slapped me.
You're right. I mean, shit. if words and I mean, okay, all right.
If you
I mean,
feel,
but then Will just like gonna get slapped again.
But that's what I'm saying. If you watch Marlon Wayne's special, you'd be like, all right.
I check it out. Check it out just
Will
because
Smith
y'all
owed multiple people slaps. he got this dude he gonna have to Wild West them slaps, bro. He got to go around the country.
line them up.
Yeah. I know they acted a fool on their shit, but I check it out though, man. Because man.
So what's the best advice anybody's ever given you?
Oh, that's easy. My nana, rest in peace. Keep living.
Keep living.
Just keep living.
Yeah.
How did the pandemic play a role in your process? Did you thrive?
No, I didn't. I mean, I took a loss from it. And I also had caught COVID, man.
Oh man.
And that shit was like, I wouldn't have been here talking to y'all. Like,
you caught the real one then. Yeah, I caught the little baby. I caught the mutated run of the litter. You know what I'm saying? I caught the one where I literally had a runny nose for 2 days, a fever for 1 day, and then
they got me good. They like somehow they got me good on some where I was literally like I ran my bills up, having to keep heat on, and I stayed by myself, so I had a little bit of help, but I had that talk with God, every other day. I didn't know if I was gonna wake up.
Oh man.
Damn,
bro.
Like I didn't put it on the internet or none of that shit. Like I was in this motherfucker dying, my nigga.
Damn, man. I'm sorry to hear that, bro.
I'm glad you with us, man.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, I thank you. And I go to the doctor, check myself out. I'm fit. I ain't got no shit wrong besides some punk ass arthritis and some some sciatica is on some other shit from an accident, but I was my body was able to fight that shit because I haven't been sick like in 15 years, my nigga. Not even with colds or nothing. Cause I make sure that I watch what I eat and watch how I be out and how my body is immune to shit. And when this shit got me, like in the way it got me, it's just it was like mysterious. It was mysteriously like I got told, oh, you this, and I'm like, what? And as soon as I got home, my whole body just broke down. Like I was crawling. I was out for like a month and a half.
Damn.
Like really. And then I made sure I quarantined myself, stayed away from people because I make sure I don't want to have nobody in no nothing like that. And it just, I believe I got hit with some shit, man. You feel me? Because I'm not saying if you could be too careless and clean out, you can't catch it, but it was just a hazy time. And then in an instant, how I never felt. The only time I felt I had pneumonia when I was a kid one time with 105 temperature. And then this time, the chills. Luckily, I made it in the house. And I damn near was gonna call the hospital to come get me, but I took certain remedies and everything that's holistic. You know what I'm saying? That's ain't really just over the counter and that where you ain't got to go to the doctor, and took care of myself and shit, man. I bounced back. So it fucked me up though. It's because it stopped my clothing line, my manufacturers. Where I get stuff from, it switched around and you had to put the puzzle again. Cause some places they was out of business. so I couldn't get no stuff. So it slowed down some production on my clothes a little bit.
Mm. So you still make clothes, or?
Yeah, we still making clothes. We still making clothes. I mean, it's just not a big thing just to throw out shit, but I'm just getting the structure right and about to have trying to have a meeting with a couple of people, so I don't have to work too hard anymore because I done the hard work. And that was one of the iconic times of my life too, when I started my line, meaning because I was able to get it all started and done within 6 months.
Mm-hmm.
And that was a real push where, like, damn, where you say to yourself, damn, if you really do something, you can make it happen, and you never had it in your life, but it's now you got it. It was one of them things where you just got to keep continuing the shit, keep continuing it, but it get tiresome, and then that shit happened, and you know, it rearranged things.
Mm-hmm. Oh man, always darkest before it's light. You know,
always. I mean, you know, we got to deal with it though. So, you know, if we still got the strength, God, let me have the strength to come back, man. I'm gonna keep going back, man. Been in some dark places before, but you know, I walk in the light, man.
Monkey Hustle.
Oh, Monkey Hustle, do the monkey hustle. See that movie? That shit crazy.
Yeah. That's in Chicago. Hard. That's hard.
Hell yeah, they slicking everybody, getting the shit, no TVs in the boxes. Selling, ripping off the man who think he ripping off somebody. Hey, that's the monkey hustle.
Yeah, thank you, Amazon Prime. You know what I'm saying, for lacing me with my history. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I saw it on Amazon Prime.
Oh yeah, Monkey Hustle was, you know, they didn't like to show us their movies too much because it showed us how portraying blacks, how we was this, but it was like shit. That's like any old mobster movie.
Yeah.
You feel me? So I mean, but it was fun, like Ma Bell and all them from the Baltimore lady and all. Like, I'm young, but I watch all that. Like, we got time to watch shit now because back in the 90s and shit, you running the streets and shit, man, in movies, you see them, but you doing things. Now you can really, you know, peep in the movies. Not saying that I never peeped in the movies to see the message they had, but, you know, we live in movies and shit.
Speaking of the Wayans family.
One of them almost hit me. Kim Wayne, she almost hit me in her car one day. I said, they really is crazy.
Message. They'd be like, message. Well, nah, man, it was cool having you on, Kariminal. We're gonna have to tap back in once you get drop a couple little ins and outs. We always gonna support you, man. This was a dope conversation. I got one last one for you, man. With everything you've seen with COVID, with stuff shutting down. Matter of fact, I had chopped it up with my homeboy today, and we were talking, and the week in before everything shut down, we were at this little reggae brunch, and it was in Long Beach. And it was cracking. I mean, it was cracking. And I'm like, it's crazy that the last time I was out a week before we shut down, I was at this little reggae brunch, and it was just cracking, the DJs, and you know, it was on. And then
reggae should be cracking though. It do.
Yeah, no, it was cracking. And then COVID happens, everything shut down, people not going around people, you know. I just ran out of toilet paper about a week ago. You know what I'm saying? I stopped. And I'm 100%. I'm being 100%. I'm keeping it 1 thou out. The cold, sad part about it, I'm keeping it 1 thou out. But
that was a cold thing.
Yeah.
That was a cold thing, man. I mean, but shit. You know, we've been told about this shit, man. It's got to stay ready. Be ready.
Yeah, but the thing about it, though, I think my mind should have been on something a little tougher than toilet paper, though. like that wasn't the thing I needed to be stacking up on. You know what I'm saying? Like you know, for 2 years down there worth. You know what I'm saying? I should have figured something I could trade with people or something like that. You know what I'm saying?
Man.
But I was talking to my boy, and he was saying that, you know, he's in the club industry. So he said that the clubs just really haven't picked up the way that they were before, as far as just straight up entertainment clubs. We're not talking about comedy and all that kind of part with stuff. We're talking about people going out to the club. And he was saying that, you know, the most like people just, you know, they're not going out like they used to. But I told him one of the reasons why people aren't going out, well, he was saying that the cast just isn't around and the value of money isn't the same. But also, see, comedy is like a niche thing. It, you know, it's like its own, it has its own lane. But as far as like clubs and seeing artists and all that kind of stuff, everything is turned into these mega festivals. So it's like, okay, are you going to go to the club and, you know, do all this, that, and the third, or you got these festivals, at least one a month going down somewhere where you got like, you know, 15 or 20 artists that you can see, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And maybe spend $100, you know, $120.
That's actually better to go to.
Yeah.
Meaning I don't really dig like being in crowds too much because of shit can happen. Yeah. But I just recently went to an Amazon music thing and I met the lady who run it, you know, and I was asking her about it. And you know, it was cool, and it's like a half and half thing, because some of them private shows, they be cracking. Yeah, they be on time now. The artists be there. It's this, that, everybody get the hell up out of here and go home. That's the and ain't nothing really wrong with that no more, because if you got a house or you got the mansion, that's where the club is at. You see what I'm saying? You take it back to y'all spot, or if y'all got a certain club that you can kind of kick it and lounge at, because people don't party like we partied before. The youngsters, they go be in that motherfucker tearing it up. They like looking all crazy and shit and got all shit and dancing on like they
popping this, drinking that.
Yeah, that motherfucker gonna be toe up in that motherfucker. Shot up, toe up, all type of shit. You feel me? So it can't be that no more. You know, they don't know how to court a girl. It's like you gotta be on drugs, or you gotta be on drugs and then you get her not knowing, like, no, nigga, she gonna look 4 out, nigga, in some years. You feel me?
Yeah. So in the next 2 years, in the next
go ahead.
Oh, go ahead. I'm sorry.
No, I was just saying it's just levels to it, because we clubbed all our life from 15, from Prince Club, Glam Slam, to all the clubs in Hollywood off of Sunset, Barfly, Century City, meaning being young, White Lotus. We at the Shark Club. Them was where you can go out. And it was something to go, like the Playhouse. They be having shit. They be having day parties. We just a little older than these people. That's why they do day parties now. You know, so you could be there in the day, take your ass home, and then if you met a chick there, y'all good for the night. You ain't got to be at no club.
Right.
And you know y'all exclusive.
So in the next 2 years,
go ahead.
I'm sorry, I cut you off, man.
No, I'm listening. No, I ain't got. No, go ahead.
So in the next 2 years, where do you see social progression going? Do you see clubs starting to pop again, people getting more comfortable, or do you see people being like, man, it's not what it used to be. It's not going to be what it used to be, and it's always going to be kind of socially awkward.
Well, look at them Total Recall movies and shit. When them motherfuckers turned to aliens and shit, and then you see they gotta have an entertainment, they got club and shit. They like, damn, well, we just in the year 2 wooty woo, and you see motherfuckers wearing cones and shit, looking like, and now you got on suits that's biodegradable or can't catch no shit, and you in that motherfucker, and it's just boring, and you sipping a neon drink through a straw. I mean, it's, you know, it's like artists. They taking the party, like that one dude from the Bay, taking the party in their backyard. So now you got your people who you could take to you when you rent a building or something and bring your people, and they can bring their people. Because it's everything got divided or fucked up. Meaning, so clubs is like, I don't like all of my little buddies. They ran the hot clubs, the strip clubs, all that shit. You feel me? To where you could be an old nigga and still be on. You just gotta have swag or have some money, but it just costs too much. You know how LA is. We not a party place. Back south and all that shit, aunties and uncles and everybody coming, or they leaving at a certain time. Then it's the young folks. Them motherfuckers partying till it's 6 a.m.
Yeah.
It's just the, you know, like, so the social shit, I'm not sure they clamping down on it more. And I'm not gonna be on it too much besides the streams that I need to. And I mean, you know, it is what it is, man.
Nah, man, that's dope. Well, nah, man, it's been cool having you on. This was a dope 2.0, man. We redeemed ourselves from the last one, man.
Yes, sir. We gonna get it right, shit.
Yep, and then we gonna elevate on to the next one. If
y'all doing y'all thing, man.
If anybody wants to check you out, man, what's your socials? Where can they go to hear your music?
They can go to my IG is Kariminal, but it's spelled Riminal, RIMINAL at IG. The clothing, you can go to westrepclothing.com, and that has an IG too, Westrep Inc. And if you want to find any music, just punch in Kariminal in Google. And you can go to any platform where you listen to music, and whatever that I have out is right there. And so I'm planning to drop a whole load of catalog for my fans, because I've been holding out and procrastinating too long, not giving people some music and shit. So I'm about to load it up, and y'all just go to Google, punch in Kariminal, and you'll find whatever you want right there.
Well, hit Jeremy, and I'll pump it up through our little socials. My socials ain't our socials. It ain't the dopest socials in the world, but we'll support you, man. You looked out.
Absolutely.
So what's up, Jeremy? What you got cracking?
Thursday I'm at the Hollywood Improv, the same place that I seen my boy last, and the same place that I buried T.I. And then now let me quit. I ain't trying to get comedically. I don't want like, hey, Potter, what you saying about that all buried stuff? I come on out there, bro. Like, it's jokes.
I mean, shit. It's like a battle.
Hey, what happened, Potter? Then nightcap on the, what day is that? So Thursday is the 16th and 17th. I'll be at nightcap at Burbank at 8 o'clock and 10 o'clock. So that'd be dope too. Yeah.
Dope. And where can they check your special out at?
If you just honestly stream it anytime, anywhere that's streaming, you got a Spotify, Apple Music, Tidal if you're still into that. Any type of streaming platform that's not Netflix or Hulu, whatever. It's even on Amazon. So check it out. Yeah.
Dope.
Oh, I need that. I'm gonna follow that on my Spotify.
Oh yeah, I'll send it to you.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Cool.
And 100, man, we got it done, man. I thank y'all again for letting me, at least have a little shine, a lot of shine, because I ain't, I don't really do interviews too much, but I appreciate it though.
Nah, man, we want to give you love, and it's good that you're doing the project Razzcast. We had them on too. You know what I mean? So
that's what's up. I mean, I hope y'all like it, man. I like it. It's a hot one though, so I'm just finna work hard to get it all through the hip hop ears. That's all. Not nobody else that ain't trying to fuck with it. I'm sending it right where it need to go.
Cool. Well, no, man, it's been another episode of Splendid Radio on Pharcyde.